So, welcome back everyone. Now, today is the second session for August demo. In the last demo, we discussed about the initial data login and general and the patient tab. So, we will take a recap like what we discussed, starting from the screenshot. This is how we log in and moving on. This is the general home screen. And this is something that when a case is assigned or when there are contact log entries or action item entries, they will appear like this. Please make a note of this. This will be discussed in today's session, that contact log entries and the action item entries. It will be discussed in today's session. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
moving on, these tabs were discussed and I will start with the case directly. This is how we create a case. Okay. When we enter initial receipt date, country information, report type, generic name, product name. So product name is very important for today's session. You have to make a note of it and the event description as well. Okay. So how we enter product name or any other information within Argus, that is the main point of today's session. Okay. After a case is created, in the Argus, we can view the case in the work list. This is how we go to the work list. In the new session, we will go to work list and click on new. It will appear like this. This is individual, group, or all. When the case is assigned, you can search your name over here and the case will appear over here. This is how a work list will look like. Okay. Now let's make it quick and move on to the product tab. Okay, this is the product tab information. This is how a product tab looks like. There are multiple columns, that is product name, generic name, drug code, WHO medicinal product ID, authorization country, who is the manufacturer, what is the dose, what is the formulation. Okay, and in product tab, we enter three type of products, that is the suspect product, concomitant product, and treatment product. In this checkbox, there is a interview question that what is the difference between concomitant medication and treatment medications. Okay, so first let's move on to suspect product. Suspect product is the product for which we are performing the PV activities for, or for which we have received the adverse event. When we receive a case, the suspect product will be mentioned within the case. The reporter will be reporting that this patient took this particular drug, which is of your company. Okay. So we will enter the product name information. So while entering the product name information, one thing that is most important is, and you guys can note down, company product dictionary. This is important interview question for the professional who has 1 or 2 years of experience. The products in the Argus or any other safety database are coded using company product dictionary. And what is company product dictionary? Company product dictionary is basically the central list or repository which maintains all the products of the MAH, whether they are active, inactive, discontinued, or marketed anywhere. So the product coding should be done using company product dictionary. This is the tab, the product tab, where the WHO drug dictionary is implemented. Okay. WHO drug dictionary is not a separate thing. WHO drug dictionary helps in coding the products, mainly the concomitant medications and the other medication that we code. So what are concomitant medications? Let's say the patient was taking this company product, chlorpromazine tablet, for a certain indication, and along with that, like chlorpromazine, he was also taking other drugs for other problems that he had, like say blood pressure. He was taking a blood pressure medication. So the pressure medication will be the concomitant medication. Concomitant medications are very important in terms of assessing the causality between the drug and the event, because they create a certain factor that could lead to other reasons that the event could occur or the patient could experience the event. Okay. And treatment medications. What are treatment medications? It is a very important question, like what is the difference between concomitant and treatment? So when a patient is admitted to the hospital, let's say the patient fell down and injured his head or like had some injury and he was admitted. So during his medical treatment or medical intervention, he was given some certain medications. So those medications will be considered as treatment medications. They will not be concomitant medications because they were given to the patient when a certain incident happened. Okay. So
Yes.
all this information, this company product dictionary is implemented within the safety database by the MAH. The MAH will provide the list of all the products to the CRO or to the PV department to begin implementing the products, because the suspect product should be coded using company product dictionary only, and there could be multiple suspects in the case or multiple concomitant medications. Usually in clinical trial cases, there are many concomitant medications that the patient was taking, or there were many products. Okay. So we have to code all the products as required by the process. Okay. It doesn't matter the number is 5 or 50. How the MAH wants the data to be presented, we have to code everything accordingly. Okay. That is why we say that pharmacovigilance is a repetitive task at data entry level. You have to repeat multiple things in a single case or in every other case. Now think yourself doing, like, I will give you a list of 100 products and you are coding 100 products in a single case. That might sound boring, but it is required by the process. Coding of products varies from company to company, project to project, MH to MH, and as per the regulatory guidelines, like how many products they need or what information they need in the regulatory documentation. Okay, moving on. In this, we have to code the indication also, like the condition for which the patient was taking chlorpromazine, which will be coded over here. Any medical condition will be coded using MedDRA dictionary, and the company product will be coded using company product dictionary, and all other products are coded using WHO drug dictionary. And going down on the product tab, similarly, we have dosing regimen information where we enter on which date the patient start taking the drug. What is the stop date? What is the route of administration? What is the batch number? What is the expiry date? What is the duration? What is the frequency? What is the dose description? Dose description, something like 2 times a day, 3 times a day. Okay. Then the product details are entered. First dose, last dose, what is the action taken with the drug? What is the de-challenge information? What is the re-challenge information? And there could be multiple regimens for a single product. Let's say I'm the patient and I was taking a product from last 9 months, and I in between every 3 months the doctor increase or decrease the dose of the product. So there will be multiple regimens. Like from this date to this date, I was taking this dose, and from the next period, from 1st to 30th, I was taking this dose, and in the next month, 1st to 30th, I was taking this dose. So we can add multiple regimens over here. Okay. Over here, there is a one interview question again. What are the different routes of administration? Give some example. What do you understand by action taken with the drug? What is de-challenge? What is re-challenge? Guys, please be on mute.
Sir, route of administration like oral administration and IM, IV,
Yes,
subcutaneous,
yes, yes,
sir, and rectal, vaginal
yes. All these, this
system
can,
administration.
yeah, yeah, this can be asked in the interviews. Give some example.
Intrathecal.
Yeah, yeah.
Sir, action taken means, sir, I'm not able to understand.
See, action taken is something, what action was taken with the drug with respect to the event. Like
Drug was
when the patient was taking the drug and the event happened, what was done with the drug? Drug was stopped, drug was dose was increased, dose was decreased, or it was not known at the time of the report.
Hmm. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, sir.
This will again come in the next tab also. This is correlated actually. Action taken, de-challenge and re-challenge information. This is correlated. Everybody knows this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is de-challenge? When action is taken with the drug. What is re-challenge? When action is taken with the drug again. Restarted or closed. That's what defines de-challenge and re-challenge. So action taken is important to determine the de-challenge and re-challenge. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it. Sir, after re-challenge, the drug, if any suspected adverse effect or adverse event, then that call the action taken after re-challenge the medicine or not.
No. See, we are not discussing the definition, what is de-challenge and re-challenge. I am telling you what action is taken with the drug with respect to the event.
Okay, sir, got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is the de-challenge and re-challenge definition? You should know.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the basic, very basic interview question. What is the difference between de-challenge and re-challenge? Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So moving on, this is how the product tab is filled. There can be multiple suspect, multiple concomitant medication. When we are coding the concomitant, we have to select this concomitant checkbox. When we are coding the treatment drugs, we have to select the treatment checkbox. Okay?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Moving on to the event tab. This is how event tab appears or looks like. And this is where again MedDRA dictionary comes into picture. These are coded using MedDRA. We will enter description as reported. Like the term is atrial fibrillation. Okay. Description to be coded. Description as reported is something that varies with the patient, like who is reporting the event. Okay. Let's say if patient reports that I was taking drug and uh, uh, what should I say? Like like I was taking the drug and I felt dizzy and I fell down. I fall down. If the patient reports like that, he felt dizzy and fall down. So this will be report description will be mentioned as it is, but MedDRA coding will be selected accordingly. Okay.
Yes.
So atrial fibrillation is already coded as LLT, and we have to mention the seriousness criteria accordingly over here. We mention the onset date, then receipt date, stop date, outcome, intensity. Okay. Treatment received, yes or no. Okay.
So here you have given an example of, I think, serious adverse event, as
Yes.
it is he's been hospitalized, the patient.
Yes. If the event is non-serious, then there will be no seriousness criteria. And this is also an interview question. What are the different seriousness criteria? Okay. Like these
Yes,
mentioned over here.
yes, sir.
So in event tab, apart from this coding, we have event assessment tab as well. This is how MedDRA coding looks like I showed in the previous session. We can search the query, we can search, select the LLT, and then rest of the terms will appear automatically. Okay. Any questions?
Sir, here the category we have to decide, the system also taken.
No, see, this is where your medical understandings come into picture. You have to select the correct term according to your medical knowledge. Let's say this is the term atrial fibrillation. You have to search atrial fibrillation. This will give you multiple activity, like multiple LLTs. Like in this example, I selected arthritis. There are multiple LLTs. See, acute arthritis ankle, arthritis aggravated, arthritis flare up. So you have to select the correct LLT in order to code the accurate meta coding. This is the most critical thing that we do in case processing. The meta code should be correct.
Okay, sir.
Okay. The PT, LLT, these depends on the LLT that you select. If apart from arthritis, if I choose chronic arthritis, then these will also change. The PT will change. And these all terms have different codes, so the codes will also change. You see these codes?
Yes, sir.
You see these codes are different for each term, PT, HLT, HLG, TN, SOC. Regulatory authorities works on these codings. They go by the data which is encrypted, which is as per their systems, the codes. So we have to make sure we are selecting the correct term. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Moving on to the assessment part, you see in the event, if you have seen over here, event assessment is there. So moving on, we have to enter like PT, like the causality assessment. This is where the medical reviews come into picture, the causality assessment. Who is the reporter? If the patient is the reporter, then no healthcare professional, and then we enter MH causality. Okay.
Yes,
Then this is the method, global introspection method. And then what is the reported values, non-reported, suspected. And this is the expectedness or listedness that we enter over here. So the causality, the MH causality is used to like is to be determined by the medical reviewers. Okay. Again, this is where we fill the action taken, information, and rechallenge information, product event details. Okay. Same thing that we entered in the product tab. So moving on to the analysis tab. Analysis tab is where we enter the narrative. Okay.
yes, sir.
And case comment and company comment. These are the activities done by the medical reviewers. We will discuss how to write a narrative during next session, not today. And in the analysis tab, we enter case summary. What is the case? The overall summary of the case. What is the case? Whether the case was serious, non-serious, yes, no, causality assessment, and then outcome. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So in the next session, I'll be explaining how to write a proper narrative that is required. And adding on to the causality assessment, nowadays companies are working on AI models which can determine the causality automatically. And also, there are certain AI models which can generate the narrative. Safety databases can be automated to generate narratives for any case. Why the AI is being used to generate the narratives? Because people like make grammatical errors while writing a narrative. That
Yes,
is
sir.
the that is
Sir,
the
it's
reason that is the reason the soft skill, the communication, English communication skill, the soft skills are required to be top notch. It is very important to write the narrative, and it is very important to have a proper communication with any reporter as well. This is where having good English speaking skills or English understandings helps you explore different domains. The MICC roles, where there's a calling process when we receive cases via phone calls. We have to talk to foreign people. Okay.
yes, sir.
So in the next session, we will be discussing narrative and the rest of the tabs. I can tell you about the activities tab also. This is where the activities tabs come. Like we discussed in the beginning of the session, this is the contact log entries. This is where we enter the contact log. This is where we enter the action items. I will scroll up for you to understand. See, this is the contact log entries. When is the contact log entry was made? What is the description? Basically, an action that a further step needs to be taken. And action item. Action item is basically any open action that needs action to be completed. Like this, case clarification required, case product sent for QC requires follow-up. So moving down to the product event activities tab over here, we will be entering date on which the action was open, when it is due, and when it is completed. We will enter the value, what is the action, we will enter the description, who it is assigned to, and who is the responsible person. Okay. Routing comments. Routing comments are basically automatically generated comments when a case is routed from one workflow to the next workflow. Okay.
Yes,
So, and additional information. Additional information is nothing, it's just basically source documents or any communication related to the case. You have to attach all the source documents that you receive for the case in the additional information tab. Okay. Whether we are making any communication, whether we are follow up with the reporter, whether the patient is sending any detail, any hospital records, any relevant communication related to the case will be attached over here. Okay.
yes, sir.
So for the next session, there will be two topics, narrative writing and regulatory reports. Narrative writing is very important in terms of pharmacovigilance. It defines a lot. I'll tell you how to write a proper chronological narrative, and we will discuss the regulatory reporting timelines or regulatory reporting guidelines for any case.
Narrative writing, sir, it must for entry level PV professional or some gaining after some gaining experience.
See, narrative writing is part of data entry. It is very important for the entry level jobs. After gaining some experience, you have to be very good at narrative writing. In some organizations, they even give a test to write a narrative. They will give you a document which will contain a case summary, and you have to write a narrative based on that summary.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
So, this is entry level requirement. That is why we need to work on our English writing skills as well.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And like I told in my previous session as well, there are free courses available on Simply Learn or any other platform, Coursera or LinkedIn Learning to work on English communications. You can work on them. I can share again if you want. You can visit Simply Learn. They provide 3 free courses and you can do any 3 free courses.
Sir, in the Drive link, there is the Udemy course also uploaded there.
See, Udemy courses are usually not free. I'm talking about free courses. If you are okay to invest money on courses, then it is your choice. I'm not against paid courses. Paid courses are good. They provide value. When they are good when they provide the value of that invested money. Otherwise,
Sir, actually, I'm talking about the you have uploaded in Drive link, sir.
okay.
That
Yes.
that Udemy.
Yes, that they are. I downloaded those courses for your reference. You can watch the videos and you can learn.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is where we conclude today's session. In the next session, we will be discussing narrative and regulatory reporting. Please read the regulatory reports also. What are the different regulatory authorities and what are their guidelines? These are very important in some of the job interviews, especially for experienced people. But you should also know the name of the authorities, like which authority regulates PV in India, in USA, in EMA region, in Europe, in anywhere, Australia, Canada, Switzerland. All the countries have their different local authorities which follow their different timelines and guidelines.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we will conclude today's session over here and I'll see you in the next
So,
session with the
sir, when
narrative
will be the
writing.
next session?
So let's people watch this completely and understand because narrative writing will be a very different session from this. In few days, there was a 4 day gap. Let's say after 4 days, the next session will be conducted.
Yes, sir. As soon as possible, sir.
Yeah,
If
sure.
Thank you, sir.
I'll stop sharing right now.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys.